Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jessica if you are. I am so excited to be sitting down to film today. This is my first deck of painting project update for the year, and I absolutely love this project, as many of you well know. This project was created by Emily from Emily and Max here on YouTube, and it has become one of my absolute favorites. It involves a deck of cards that align with a series of prompts that then help you to select a beauty, makeup, skincare, beauty care type of item to try and hit some kind of painting goal on. Mostly I use this project to kind of shop my stash and get use on otherwise neglected items in my collection, but sometimes I use this project to try and pan things completely. So I really do mix it up in this project, and what I love so much about it is that you really can make this project your own and adjust the rules to fit your painting goals. So I have all of my items here with me, as well as my adorable new deck of cards, the Magic Mystery playing cards that I brought in this year, which I absolutely love, and I'm excited to draw some new cards today. Spoiler alert, I will be drawing quite a few, so I'm very excited about that. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm doing in this project, definitely stay tuned. And if you are new here, I would love to have you stick around. Please consider subscribing and go ahead and give this video a quick thumbs up before you forget. That would really help me out a lot. Let's jump right on in. The first card I drew last month was the Three of Diamonds, which corresponded with the prompt Glittery. So I decided to reach for this little glitter palette from ColourPop. This is a quad of pressed glitters, and I absolutely love this quad. I know a lot of people complain about pressed glitters, but I really like them. I feel like it's just such a convenient way to bring glitters with you, stick them in your purse, bring them, you know, just to work if you want some glitter in your purse for the work day. Why not? I'm kidding, of course, but I do love wearing glitter, and I have had a lot of fun using this. My goal was to use every single one of these shades at least 3 times. So I'll let you know what I did on each of these different individual glitters. This first glitter, this iridescent white shade, I used 3 times, so I hit my goal there. The yellow goldish shade there, I only used 1 time, so I still have 2 more uses to go on that one. The pink down here in this corner, I used 3 times, and the purple I only used twice. So I still have 3 more uses to go on this quad, but I'm really happy that I was able to get most of the uses out of the way. So I'm gonna keep this palette in for 1 more month and get those remaining 3 uses on it. I know I will have this out by the next update, but I have really enjoyed having this around. It came with me to Disneyland. It's not a Disney day for me without a little bit of glitter on my face or on my eyes, so I had a lot of fun with it there, and I am not planning any Disneyland trips for the next few weeks, unfortunately, but I think I should be able to play with these glitters in the next few days and just have some fun with them in my regular life as well. So that one is staying in, but it will definitely be rolling out by the next month. The next card I drew last month was the 5 of Clubs, and that was for a spray. So I decided to reach for this Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath & Body Works. This is in the scent Sweet Pea, and my goal for this initially was to use it up entirely. So in the past month, I reached for it 11 times, and I did do a little mark of where it started and where it's at now. So you can see right there in the bottle, this is where we started, and I was able to jump down to there with those 11 uses. And while I still have a ways to go on this bottle, I'm happy with the chunk I was able to make. I think I'm about maybe 1/5 of the way down from where I started. So I could definitely finish this up in the next few months. However, I have been getting a little bit of an education about fragrances, phthalates. You know, I'm on a trying to conceive journey right now, and just hearing about how bad these fragrances can be for your fertility, I'm actually going to be rolling this out. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of it entirely. I might just like put it on my shelf for the meantime until my season of life has changed. But I'm not going to continue to have this in this project. You can do your research about that. I've been reading a lot of books and listening to a lot of information on how to increase your fertility chances, and fragrances like this and perfumes and just lots of other chemicals in our environment are not very helpful. So I'm going to be rolling this out for now. I'm sorry if that's a little bit of a, you know, failure for some of us. I know I'm very good about really meeting my goals in these projects, but I really want to prioritize my health right now, and this is just extra chemicals that I don't need to be adding into my daily routine. So I have not been using this for the past several weeks, and I plan on not using it until situation changes, hopefully soon. So that is all for the Sweet Pea. I'm gonna roll it out, and maybe I'll bring it in to another project at another time to try and finish it, but I just don't want to hinder anything in that respect. So hopefully you all can respect that, and I hope I have everyone's support. So that one is rolling out, even though it's not finished, but we did get a good chunk of it used, for better for worse, and we're gonna give it a break until later. The third card I drew last month was the 6 of diamonds, which was for the prompt matches nails. And at that time I had pink glittery nails. So I decided to bring in not just one item, but 2 to fit that prompt. Since I was wearing a pink nail polish with a silver glitter on top, I decided to bring in a pink lip gloss with a silver glittery lip gloss on top. And I didn't always wear these together. In fact, I almost never did, but I had a lot of fun working on 2 lip glosses for this prompt. The first lip gloss I brought in is one from Fenty Beauty. This is their cream formula of their lip gloss in the shade Cupcakin'. It's a beautiful, beautiful pink. I really like the cream formula. It has a nice pigment to it. It looks really nice on the lips. There it is in the swatch. You can see how opaque that gloss is. It's really beautiful and I really enjoyed wearing it. My goal was to use this lip gloss 10 times and I actually reached for it 12 times, so very happy about that one. It will be rolling out. And the other lip gloss that I decided to focus on is one from ColourPop. This is from their Frozen 2 Elsa collaboration. The shade is called Mythic Journey and it is a very pretty silvery gloss. Although the silver looks quite pronounced when you first swatch it or first put it on the lips, it's very subtle once it wears for a minute or 2. And there's Mythic Journey in the swatch, and I really enjoyed reaching for this one as well. It was just nice to work on glosses for a change. I haven't done that in a while. My goal for this gloss as well was to use it 10 times, and I reached for it exactly 10 times. So this one too is rolling out, and I'm actually really happy with the progress I made on this gloss. I didn't really take a video of it when I first rolled it in, but it is just below the halfway point in this component. Let's see if I can show you up close. So yeah, it might be hard to see, but I can see through the light that the product is way down here. So I never thought I would get through this lip gloss ever, but with having it in this project and remembering to reach for it, I have made a significant dent in this product, and that feels really good. So after those 10 uses and meeting my goal, this one as well is rolling out. The fourth card I drew was the 5 of Hearts, and that was for the prompt Glowy. So I decided to reach for this blush from CoverFX. I'm really trying to cycle through my blushes this year, having been panning the same blush for well over a year now. I need to get some use on the other blushes in my collection that I really love so much and have been so neglected. So this one from CoverFX is really pretty. It's the shade Warm Honey, and because the prompt was glowy, I decided to reach for the glowy side of this product. This is a dual-sided blush with a matte side and a glowy side, so I decided to focus on the glowy side and try and get 10 uses on that blush. Here's that blush up close, and this was the one I was focusing on. It is such a pretty shade, and you can see there's a nice little disturbance on that side of the blush. I'm happy to say I did reach for it 10 times. I reached for this shade by itself, but I also used it as a blush topper a lot of times as well. It paired really nice with the blush I'm currently painting in my Rolling Project pan. So I had no problem reaching for it. I absolutely loved it, and I'm really happy that this blush finally got some use. It's one of the more expensive blushes in my collection, and it's about time it got some attention. I also swatched this for you on my hand. So there it is right there in the swatch. You can see how shimmery it is. It almost looks like a highlight, and it does have a nice little pink pigment for the cheeks, and I am just so happy it got some use. I really, really loved reaching for it. So that item as well will be rolling out. Another success for this update. And the last card I drew last month was the 9 of Clubs, which is out of your hands. So that is a prompt that means someone else has to make the decision for you of what to bring into your project. And I luckily had my sister on her way over last month, so she was able to select an item for me. But I did narrow it down for her, being that I want to focus on my blushes. I had her choose from my blush collection one of the blushes to focus on and to get 10 uses on. So she rifled through my blush collection and she selected this one from Hourglass. This is one of their ambient lighting blushes in the shade Radiant Magenta, and I absolutely love this blush, so it was kind of perfect she chose it. Us sisters have very similar taste, and I was very happy to have this one in my project. My goal was to reach for it 10 times, and I did in fact reach that goal. I used it exactly 10 times. Here's what it looks like in the pan. This is such a pretty cool toned blush. It's perfect for this time of year. I had absolutely no problem reaching for it, and I just love, love, love the Hourglass blush formula, so it was a pleasure for me to reach for it in this project. And there is a swatch of that blush. It looks very bright and pigmented in the swatch, but on the cheeks it is very soft and buttery and has a nice little glow to it and is more subtle than it looks like in this swatch. So this is such a fun shade, perfect for this winter season, and I'm kind of sad to roll it out, but I'm happy it got those 10 uses. So that was the 5th and final, well really the 6th and final product, but the 5th of my 5 prompts, and just one of those items is staying in. With just 3 more uses, this little glitter palette is going to stay in for a little bit longer, but it will be gone by next month, and that means I'm going to draw 4 new cards for this project, and I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping to get some face cards because the new deck of cards I have has the most gorgeous face cards that I would love to share with you. So here is my lovely new deck of cards. Let's go ahead and extricate them from their beautiful box. There are the cards. They are so reflective, beautiful gold, and I'm excited to see what comes in this month. I haven't even looked at the board yet, but let me find the two jokers. I mentioned last month in my introduction video that I am going to be including not just one joker this year, but I'm going to include both jokers in the project this year because they're both so cute, and I just want to make the project that much more exciting. So there are the two jokers. One is this adorable Cheshire cat. He's got to stand on his head. Can you stand on your head? And the others are the Kokomoro, something like that, from Moana. These cards are so reflective, they're hard to show on camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and insert both of the jokers into the deck and give them a good shuffle before we select our 4 cards. And while I do my shuffling work over here, I'm going to insert the game board for this month. The numbered cards get shuffled every single month by Emily. Thank you so much. So that keeps this project fresh and different from month to month. But the face cards and the aces always stay the same from month to month. And the joker, of course, if you get the joker, that means that you have to pan something that you really don't want to pan, something that's going to be a big challenge for you, something that's sentimental, something that is difficult to pan, something you don't want to wear, just some kind of boss that you will have to defeat in this game of project panning. All right, there's 2 shuffles. I'm gonna do, let's do 4 shuffles today. That's 3 and 1 final shuffle. It's so nice to have cards that I can shuffle again from last year. Okay, that's 4 shuffles. So I'm going to cut the deck, and these top 4 cards will be the cards that I am selecting from. So here is the first one, the Jack of Spades, and you can see it's a face card. There's that adorable Jiminy Cricket. I'm hoping that that is good luck for me. Next card, 3 of Spades. Okay, another spade. Thank you. And we've got, aha, the Queen of Hearts. And of course, who else to be on the Queen of Hearts other than the Queen of Hearts herself? So yay, loving these face cards, so cute. And the last card, ooh, is, oh, another face card. The Ace of Hearts, the adorable fairy godmother. I think these are some really good omen cards. I've got my Lucky Cricket, I've got my Queen, one of my favorite villains from Disney, and my fairy godmother watching out for me. So let's see what those prompts are on the game board. The Jack of Spades, or a Black Jack, is a mainstream product, so that should be very easy for me. Most of my items are mainstream in my collection. The 3 of Spades is cool toned. That will be perfect for this time of year. I'm loving cool tones right now. And then the Queen of Hearts, or a red queen, is pick your space. So I'm going to pick something from the heart category. That's always fun. And then the Ace of Hearts, or a red heart, is pick up 2. Okay, so that means I'm going to be putting this card down, discarding it, and drawing 2 more cards. That's a little scary. So I haven't shuffled them again or anything. This is the same shuffle from before. So the first card is, oh gosh, 7 of clubs, no, 7 of spades. That is Mocha Moose, which I think is like the color of the year or something like that. And the last card, oh, Tinkerbell, the Ace of Spades. So a black ace is a baby goal. Perfect. Okay, I'm very excited about that. As far as my pick a space goes, I have to choose something from the hearts column. So from there, I have the choice of Glittery, Concealer, Favorite Brand, Primer, Influenced, Warm Tone, Blush, that could be perfect, Mini or Sample, or Indie. Okay, I have a lot of thinking to do. I'm going to be rifling through my collection, making some decisions, and I'll be right back to tell you what I landed on. I am back, and after much thought, I have selected all of my items, 5 new items to bring into this project, and I am really excited to focus on some new things. So the first card I drew was that Black Jack Jiminy Cricket, and that is for a mainstream item. So I decided to rifle through my plan to pan list for 2025, and I chose this little eyeliner from L'Oreal. This is their Silkissime line, and this is a olive green, like Glittery eyeliner in the shade called Green Ivy. My goal for this eyeliner is to use it 25 times over the course of the year, so I'm going to use this project to help me to get to that goal. I actually happen to have this eyeliner on my look today. It's on my lower lash line, and then I covered it with a green shadow just to give a little pop, a very subtle pop of green to this eye look. And I think I should be able to get some good use on this quite easily. Here I'll show you a little swatch of it. You can see how subtle of a green it is. There's a little bit right there. It has a nice little sheen to it, and I'm excited to reach for this, especially now that we are approaching the month of March. I'm gonna give myself a pretty hefty goal for this item. I'm gonna try and reach for it 15 times in this project. That'll get me very close to my 25 use goal, and then I'll have the rest of the year to complete those 25 uses, but I think 15 uses should be easy enough for me to do in a month or two in this project, and that will get me very close to that goal. So that is the first item, and I'm excited to reach for this more because it's an item that I forget about a lot, and I've had it for a long time, so it's time for me to get some good use on it. For the three of clubs, a cool toned item, I decided to reach for another blush. It is a very cool toned blush, another one from Hourglass, and this one is in the shade Euphoric Fusion. This is from a little trio of blushes that have since shattered and broken, with just one remaining surviving blush, and that of course is the blush that is rolling into this project. So the other two blushes have been frankened together into a blush slash highlighter, and I've been painting that in my rolling project pan, so you can check that one out there. I'm trying to finish that up entirely. But Fuchsia Fusion, because it is just left over here all by itself, gets forgotten about quite a bit, and that's just not fair. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Fuchsia Fusion for you. It is pretty cool toned in my opinion. It has kind of like a purple undertone. There it is in the swatch. I think this will be really pretty for this time of year. A beautiful blush as well as a blush topper. I can pair this with other things or just wear it by itself. And you can see it there in the pan. And again, I absolutely love this blush formula, so I'm excited to reach for this one. My goal for this blush will be to use it 10 times, and I should be able to do that with just 1 month of use. So I'm excited to get some use on this one and have another Hourglass blush in my rotation for the month. And a little disclaimer, I've already mentioned this, but this is going to be a very blush heavy project for 2025, and I'm here for it, and hopefully you are too. For the Queen of Hearts, I was able to pick my own space from the heart column, and I'll give you a moment to guess what prompt I chose. Yes, I did. I chose a blush. How did you know? So I decided to choose this ColourPop blush. This is their pressed powder blush in the shade Forever Yours, and this is a very, very, very bright shade of blush, and I just never, ever, 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 ever reach for it. So why not bring this adorable heart-shaped packaging into my project in these last 2 weeks we have remaining of February, or really it's a week and a half, but all the same, it is the month of love, and this is a very lovey little blush here. So this shade is very, very bright. It's like a almost red shade of blush. There it is in the pan. You can see it is hardly used whatsoever. And let's get a little swatch here for you. Hopefully I can find a spot that hasn't been swatched yet. Right there. And, you know, really this swatch out should be like a really bright pink, but it's going to be maybe a little bit of a challenge for me to reach for, but that's what this project is all about. Pushing me outside my comfort zone and forcing me to reach for things that I otherwise would not reach for. And I know that if I use a very light hand when reaching for this, I will be able to wear it just fine. So I'm going to put a smaller goal on this one, just 5 uses. Just a good chance for me to get to know this blush a little bit, see if I like it. I really have not used it at all, so maybe once or twice. It's about time for me to get to know this thing and see if it has a home in my collection. So that one is the next thing coming into this prompt. Another blush I get to get use on for my collection, and I'm always happy about that. And how appropriate that it's the Queen of Hearts and it's a heart-shaped blush from the heart column. You know, it's just meant to be. For the 7 of Spades, that was for Mocha Mousse, the Pantone color of the year. I decided to reach for this item from Milk Makeup. This is their baked matte bronzer, so it's like their bronzing stick, and I got this as a 100-point perk from Sephora. You can see how tiny and cute it is, and let's go ahead and look at the shade of this, and you can see it has a very nice mocha color. I could have reached for a liquid lipstick, but I'm painting so many lipsticks right now, I didn't want to bring another lip product into a project right now, so why not get use on this sample that I haven't been able to use at all. This sample came into my collection about a month or two ago, and I have not even tried it yet, so I'm excited to see if I like this product. I've heard great things, so I was very excited to see it as one of the 100 point perks and to get to sample it with that little point perk. And I'm already panning a cream bronzer, but why not just add this one to the mix and see if I like it. I'm sure I will, and I'm just excited to experiment with it. So here it is in the swatch. From what I could see on the internet, I think this color matches perfectly with Mocha Mousse, the color of the year, and I'm gonna try and reach for this 10 times, and I think I should be able to do that in just 1 month. And the last card was Sassy Little Tinkerbell, and that is for a baby goal. And for a little pixie, I think a baby goal is just perfect. So for this item, I decided to reach for something that is quite unusual, something I have never tried before, and something that I probably otherwise would never reach for. And perfect for a baby goal, I decided to reach for this eyeliner from NYX. This is one of their Epic Wear liner sticks, and this is in the shade Pink Spirit. And I think I got this for free somehow in like a little gift with purchase or something like that. And it is a pink eyeliner, which, you know, I don't know how much people want their eyes to look rimmed in pink, but for a baby goal, we're gonna try it out. Here's the swatch right there. It is quite a bright neon pink, and I'm gonna put 3 uses on this. 3 is the minimum of the baby goal from that prompt, and I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about a pink eyeliner. So I think 3 uses is just gonna be perfect for me, and we'll see how I feel about a pink eyeliner. I've been doing a lot of pink eyeshadow looks over the past year, as you all know. So why not just welcome some more? We are still in February. I am panning my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which has a lot of pink tones in it, so this should be fun to pair with that, and it'll just be fun to experiment with and have some fun with some pink eyeliner this month. So very excited about that one, and that is the final item coming in. So here are my 6 items in the project right now, and I am going to aim for the goal of having every single one of these items rolled out by the next update. I think I can do that if I really focus in on it. I know I'll have this glitter palette out. I should be able to get 10 uses on this blush. 5 on this blush should not be a problem. 10 on the bronzer, and then just 3 on the pink should be no problem. I think the only one that might be a little bit of a challenge is 15 uses on the green eyeliner. But I know if I put my mind to it and I just don't forget about it, I should be able to do that one as well. It really is very subtle. It's not like it screams green, so I should be able to mix this in with a lot of looks, even neutral looks. So if I remember to, I should hit that goal as well. So wouldn't that be fun if I roll out all 6 items next month and have a brand new reset for the next update? I'm gonna really aim for that. So if you wanna see that, definitely stay tuned to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe so you get to see all of my Project Pan updates. But for now, that's all I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give this video a quick thumbs up if you did. I would really appreciate it. But I love you all so much just for being here and sticking around all the way to the end. You are a real one. I'm sending my love out to you wherever you are in the world that this video finds you, and I hope you're doing well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. But until then, take care. Bye.